Because Albaz Knight has so little attack, Nadir's servant can send Herald of the Arclight to the graveyard so you can search it while also searching Dogmatika. I refuse to believe Albaz Knight and Herald being so close in attack is mere coincidence, which will be followed by the on purpose clip, but that's too predictable. So
nope, not gonna do that.
Dogmatika's functions is Necro's Kaleidoscope, more or less just can summon multiple monsters and obviously can special summon from the extra deck afterwards. Wouldn't be a Dogmatika card if that wasn't somewhere on the card extra deck hitting mother. Upon first glance, I thought Albaz Knight was trash, but that's the beauty of scripts. I'm not saying it's so good, cause it's not, but to say it's absolutely terrible would be a lie because it snipes cards from your opponent's extra deck if your opponent activated a card or effect, which sucks so much.
Like a prostitute.
The chances are pretty damn high for your opponent to activate a card or effect, and besides, being worded this way as opposed to being an effect that's the dishy, how they fresh out the kitchen, means you can do this during either player's turn. Yay for that! Because Dogmatika does what it does, you can send Bastard to the graveyard to summon Albaz Knight, and during the end phase, special summon Ecclesia, search Fleur de Lis. So you're not losing much from using the Dear Servant to dump Herald, searching Albaz Knight, then Dogmatika, but this means you're playing them in some deck, which also means you're losing out on playing better cards.
You know it, huh?
Albaz Knight being summoned with any ritual spell or effect that ritual summons that isn't Dogmatika seems like a waste of a summon because the entire point here is to use an extra deck monster for it, and if you're not using Dogmatikas, you have to use monsters in your hand or field. Who wants to do that? So even though you could summon it in Dry Charm, would you really want to when Herald of Ultimateness is clearly better? Of course you wouldn't. It used to be so bad, but because Meteonis cares about attack value as opposed to level and can summon any ritual, Dogmatika doesn't say that, but I understand why. Herald of Ultimateness is a good card all of a sudden, which in turn alienates most rituals, including ones in Dry Charm, because you want to fit in a relatively healthy number of fairies in the deck so you can negate with Herald. Got off topic for a second.
So where were we?
As I mentioned before, I don't think Albaz Knight is terrible. I think it should only be summoned with Dogmatika. The problem being, although I understand why, is that Dogmatika can't summon any ritual, and Dogmatika as an archetype is garbage, save a handful of cards. So there's no good reason to summon Albaz Knight outside of dedicated Dogmatika, but a deck dedicated to them isn't worth the trouble, so chances of Albaz Knight being played is
About a zero.
Thanks for watching. My Patreon and other things are in the description. If you happen to be feeling just a little bit generous and you would also like
Help me!
here's some useless trivia. I don't plan out videos days in advance. I do them the morning of. And also, I'm not really a social person. I don't go out like that, like ever. So my life is pretty much this, but again, I chose this, so don't feel bad for me for the choice that I made. Discord server links in the description. You can reach me there. Appreciate you.
A lot.